Hello everyone, welcome to our lesson today on interpolating versus extrapolating. What we're going to do, and that sounds like fancy words, that seems really confusing, but those are just two different types of predictions that we're going to make using our line of best fit. Okay, so first off, let's look at that vocabulary. So interpolation, both of these are estimates. They're not exact, but we're going to either estimate a value between two known values. In other words, estimate a value inside of our data. So if you look down below, you have a scatter plot, right? And right here in our scatter plot, we have a big kind of a space where we didn't collect any data. And so if I was trying to predict what values would be there, and I said, oh, it'd probably be right on the line, that would be considered interpolation. We are making an estimate inside of our data. Versus extrapolation, which is estimating the future. What's going to happen farther down the line? Again, you could use that line of best fit to kind of help you predict where these points are going to be in the future. So that is estimating a value outside of our data. Okay, and we've kind of already done these before in class, so this should look very familiar. However, saying that, a lot of people struggled in the word problems on our last test, and this kind of goes back to that. So if you had trouble then, hopefully this will help clear up that misunderstanding. Okay, so yesterday we made a line of best fit. We said what the slope was, we said what the y-intercept was, we explained it all. But now we're going to use our line of best fit to make predictions. Okay, so it says 20 yards. Notice these labels are very important. Yards is our x-axis. So I'm going to find 20 on our x-axis. I'm going to go up, ignore all the points just like we did yesterday until you hit our line. And that was $600. Now that was inside of all of our data points. It was on our graph. That is called interpolation, estimating inside of our data. Okay, we're going to do 55 yards. Okay, so I'm going to look for 55. 55 yards is right there. I'm going to go up until I hit my line. That is off our graph. That is extrapolation. If you are using, or if we are extrapolating, we cannot use our graph. We have to use our equation. So our equation was y equals 30x. Again, I don't need the plus 0, so I'm just going to say 30x. Now, 55 yards is our x. So I'm going to take out my x and plug in 55. So y equals 30 times 55. I'm going to use a calculator to make my life a little bit easier here. So 30 times 55 gives us 1,650. So we would make $1,650. That would be our final answer there. Again, extrapolation goes off the graph. I can't use the graph. I have to use the equation. All right, question C here. If you made $900, okay, $900, how many yards did you mow? Let's see if $900, I'm looking at dollars this time. 900's right here. Oh, that's nice. I can use my graph. I'm going to go straight down. That was 30 yards. Notice it was inside all of the other points, so this is interpolation. Okay, I'm going to go down to the last question here. What if we made $2,250? Let's see. Let's find that money on our y-axis. Oh, that's off our graph. That would be extrapolation here. That's when you use your equation. Y equals 30x. All right, so dollars is our income. That's our y-axis. So this time, I plug in $2,250 in for y, and I have to solve this equation for x. So to solve that equation, I would divide by 30 to get us our answer. Again, use a calculator to make your life a little bit easier here. So 2,250 divided by 30 gives us 75 yards. And that would have been our answer for that one. Okay, let's see how you did on this one. We're going to try one more. If you want to pause and try A and B on your own, feel free to do that. And I will go through the answers. Again, we used this problem yesterday. So we did not write the equation since we wrote that equation yesterday. We talked about what the slope was. We talked about what the y-intercept is. Let's now interpolate or extrapolate. Okay, so 600 minutes. How much is our bill going to be? Let's find 600 minutes. That's right there. I'm going to go straight up until I hit my line, and I'm going to go straight over. That would cost $30. It's inside our data, so that is interpolation. Okay, I'm going to go to the next one. 1,500 minutes, that is off our graph. That means we are extrapolating and we need to use our equation. Our equation again was y equals 1 over 40 x plus 15. We found that yesterday, so I'm not going to go back and review that. Now 1,500, that was minutes. Minutes is our x-axis, so I'm going to take out the x and replace it with 1,500. Again, using a calculator would be very helpful here. Okay, so I'm going to do 1 divided by 40. And that will give me a decimal of 0.025. And then I'm going to multiply it by 1,500. That gives me 37.5, but don't forget to add the 15. So that would give us an answer of $52.05. So $52.50 would be our answer on that one. All right. We have our last two. Feel free to pause here and see if you can figure out the information on your own. This time we're going to be given the money and trying to figure out how many minutes we were on the phone. Okay, so let's start. $45. We can use our graph on this one. That's always nice to use our graph. Hit right there on our line, go down. That was 1,200 minutes. It was inside our data, so that is interpolation. All right, last one here, $67.50. That's off our graph, so that is extrapolation. And we have to use our equation, so y equals 1 over 40 x plus 15. Now, if I'm given money, money is our y-axis. So I'm going to take out the y this time. Oops. Let me share my screen again. I'm going to take out the y. Our y is $67.50 instead. And I have to solve this two-step equation. So remember, you think about who your happy couple is, who's attached to the x, so that would be 1 over 40. Get rid of your outsider, so subtract 15 to get rid of it. And you can use a calculator here to subtract, or you can do this by hand. But that would be $15, so I'd subtract and get 50 cents. And that would be $52.50. Now, last thing you need to do is get rid of that 1 over 40. So we multiply by the reciprocal, which would be multiplying that by 40. I'm going to use my calculator here. So $52.50 times 40 would give us 2,100. So 2,100 minutes would have been our answer on this one. And that is it for the lesson. In class, we had a hinged question. I posted the hinged question. I also posted the answers that you can use. And based upon their answers to the hinged question, I had them do start on a certain problem on the gallery walk. Since I can't really tell you what problem to solve on or to start on any problem and work your way through the gallery walk, because everyone in class is going to eventually do all of the problems. So again, try the hinge question first, check, see how you did, and then continue to the gallery walk. I have also posted the answers for that. All right, hope to see you guys back soon. Bye.